Hello everyone, it is Briximus Prime back for another Star Wars The Black Series video, and today I'm going to be going over my top 21 figures of the Star Wars The Black Series that I got this year. Not necessarily Black Series that came out this year, just ones that I bought this year, but the majority of them are ones that released this year. Just wanted to mention that. So anyway, let's just get started with starting with number 21. So at the bottom of the list is the Star Wars Legends Heir to the Empire Luke Skywalker figure. The only reason I really bought this Luke is because I don't own a Luke Skywalker figure, and I also wanted that Yalmari that came with him so I could put it on Thrawn, and I also like his packaging a lot, but other than that, this figure is basically nothing. It would have been nice if he came with like a removable cape or something to at least cover him up a little more. And then at number 20, we have the Star Wars Lucasfilm Legacy line, whatever you want to call it. It's that 501st clone pilot Hawk figure. I like this guy. He's just not the most, exciting clone trooper figure out there. He is kind of bland, and there isn't really much you can do with a pilot figure per se, but I love that he's 501st, and so I did want him on the list. Moving on to number 19, we have the Star Wars Gaming Inferno Squad Agent. I do like this Stormtrooper pilot mold, and I like that they repainted it into the Star Wars Inferno Squad from Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I love that game. But this figure is not the best, and I would have liked for there to be removable helmet and all this, but it is just a simple repaint, and it was something cheaper as an exclusive for Hasbro to make. So it's at the bottom of the list just because it's not the most, amazing thing ever. Now moving on to number 18, we have the Star Wars Gaming Greats Force Unleashed Shadow Trooper and the Stormtrooper Commander. I love the Stormtrooper Commander and the Shadow Trooper, more so the Stormtrooper Commander than the Shadow Trooper, but I put them both together here because they're both from the Force Unleashed, and also they're both the exact same figure, just repainted. And yeah, I like the Clone Commander a lot more, but the Shadow Trooper not so much. But again, they're just Stormtroopers. They're nothing too exciting, but I do love the paint on them. Coming in at number 17, we've got the Star Wars The Black Series Galaxy's Edge 4-pack BB-8. The BB-8 is a very nice figure. I mean, it's just BB-8. The head's posable. It's just got nice paint apps. And really, I don't hate the figure. I mean, it's BB-8. It gets the job done that it's meant to do, and so I don't really have anything to complain about it. It's just not that amazing to look at as some other figures. Moving on to number 16, we've got the R2-D2 from the same Galaxy's Edge 4-pack. Again, same thing as BB-8. He's not too exciting, but it is the classic R2-D2 with the nice shiny domed head and the nice blue and white paint scheme, and I really do like him. Again, there's just other figures I liked more. And moving on to number 15, we've got C-3PO from that same Galaxy's Edge 4-pack. And I love this C-3PO. He has just the right points of hindered articulation that he should to give him that stiff-like appearance like he did in the movie. And also the metallic paint gold that they used on this figure really makes this figure pop out on the shelf, and he stands out, and he looks phenomenal. But again, there was just other figures that I liked a little more than this one, but this guy still has great-looking paint. Moving on to number 14, we've got the Star Wars Black Series The Mandalorian Bo-Katan. Very nice figure, nice metallic parts painted on the armor, and also I like the removable helmet. Her face looks pretty good, and I like the accessories. Very nice articulation, and overall, just a really good figure. Moving on to number 13, we've got the Star Wars The Black Series Clone Commander Wolf. I love Commander Wolf. That might be why he was put above Bo-Katan and some other figures, because I do have a bias toward Commander Wolf. And I like how his face really looks like the actual movie design, but with Wolf's cybernetic eye. And just overall, really like Wolf. I just wish that his articulation was improved a lot more, because this is the older clone body mold. Moving on to number 12, we have the Star Wars The Black Series Chopper, C-110P. Very much like Chopper. I love Star Wars Rebels, and this figure has all those little bits of articulation you need, like the little arms in the head, and the head rotates, and he comes with that little blast effect for his fire that really gives off that this figure has a lot more going for him than just the droid part, and overall, pretty good. Moving on to number 11, we have the Star Wars Gaming Greats Jedi Fallen Order Purge Trooper with the Electro Staff. Love the giant Electro Staff accessory. This figure may have that same hindered articulation as Clone Commander Wolf, though this particular design, I find him to be slightly more posable, and I just love that black dark color scheme, and I loved this guy from the video game. Moving on to number 10, we have the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Droid 4-pack DJ Rex. Very much like the DJ Rex, I got to see him in the cantina, very nice droid animatronic, and this figure translates that animatronic very well, and also some of you might recognize DJ Rex from the old Star Tours ride and whatever, and yeah, just a very nice little cool cameo character to put in the 4-pack. Coming in at number 9, we have the Star Wars The Black Series Archive Series Tusken Raider. The Tusken Raiders are my favorite Star Wars alien race, or at least humanoid alien race, and this figure translates those characters very well into action figure form, with the amount of paint and like the dry brushing on the head and like all the little bits of paint and detail and the accessories with the cycler rifle and the Goffy stick and the cloth cape. Just great figure, kind of sad it didn't make it higher on the list. Coming in at number 8, we have the Star Wars Deluxe figure Gaming Greats Cal Kestis. I love Jedi Fallen Order, like I said before with the Purge Trooper, and this figure comes with a bunch of accessories that make him a lot more enjoyable. He's got that cool poncho, and he's in the bright orange. He's got the BD-1 that can peg in on his back, and he's got the holocron and the lightsabers, and just a lot of fun to be had with this guy, especially when you've played the game, so like I really do like him a lot. Coming in at number 7, we have the Star Wars The Black Series Archive Series Grand Admiral Thrawn. There's the Yalamari on his back I got from the Luke. And yeah, I do like the figure. Grand Admiral Thrawn's one of my favorite characters that they brought back out of Legends. And this action figure translates very well. I love the skin tone and I love the detail they put in his face. And it really makes him so lifelike, as if this was a perfect depiction of the live-action Grand Admiral Thrawn would look. Coming in at number 6, we have the Star Wars Bad Batch Crosshair. I like this figure a lot, but it does seem kind of stupid to have this figure, even though the current version of Crosshair is with the Empire, just like in the show. But this figure does look very good, but he does reuse parts from Hunter, which does make him seem not as unique, but I still like him a lot. Coming in at number 5, I have a nostalgic soft spot for the battle droids from Clone Wars, and this is the Phantom Menace vintage packaging B1 battle droid, and I love the B1 battle droids because I used to have millions of the 3 3/4 inch sized ones back in the day, and I loved the battle droids a lot, and this figure just really takes me back to when I had all those figures, and I love how articulated he is and how detailed, and I didn't realize how great this Black Series figure was, because he looked so skinny and everything, but then when you actually get him in hand, he is a lot of fun. And moving on to number 4, we have the Bad Batch Hunter. Hunter, again, I like him a little bit more than Crosshair, even though they share the same parts. But the fact that they share the same parts, it makes him less as unique, but I still love the figure a lot. And also, as you can see, to the battle droid's benefit, I can also have him getting beaten up by the other characters in the Bad Batch. Moving on to number 3, we have the Bad Batch Tech. I love this Tech figure. I love how many components and parts he has, how articulated he is. He's so detailed. My only complaint that prevented him from getting in second place was the fact that when you take his helmet off, his head sculpt does not have his goggles on, and it looks very jarring to look at. Moving on to number 2, we've got the Black Series Cad Bane. I love Cad Bane. He was one of my favorite characters out of the Clone Wars TV series, but my main issue with this figure that was preventing it from getting into the first place spot was his hat. I wished that Hasbro figured out a way to peg the hat on, or the hat could stay on a little tighter so it's not constantly falling off of him every time you try to pose Cad Bane. I really wish that they solved that problem, so that's why he wasn't in number 1. And coming in at number 1, we have the Black Series Bad Batch Wrecker. Wrecker is my favorite member of the Bad Batch, and this figure translates so well from the show to plastic form. I love his knife, I love the gun, I like how he's got all his bits of articulation, the removable helmet. Like, I have no problems with this figure, and that's why he goes at number 1, not just because I love Wrecker, but he has no problems at all. Joints are nice and tight, and everything just feels so fun to play with this guy. And that's basically it for my entire list. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a like on the video. If you guys want to let me know what your favorite Black Series of the year was, be sure to comment down below, and be sure to subscribe for more tier videos, list videos, and more reviews, and be sure to let me know what you guys want to see me review in the future and all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys next time.